Erickson, thank you very much for joining me for this Leanpub launch video. I was wondering if you could take a moment to talk about yourself a little bit, who you are, what you do, where you're based, and what your book is about and who it's for. This is our first interview about as a Spanish book, so maybe you could start a little bit. Just tell us the title in Spanish. We'll do the interview in English, and then you can have a Spanish message at the end.
Ya, ok, perfecto. Bueno, yo me llamo Erickson Murrugarra, soy peruano. Escribí este libro básicamente guiado con la idea de que hoy en día la IA está cambiando mucho el mercado laboral en tecnología. Entonces, es muy importante entender qué es lo que hace rentable a un ingeniero, cuál es el concepto de profitable, ya que hoy en día todo ha cambiado y tenemos que enfocarnos en crear ingenieros rentables que entiendan el negocio, que entiendan la tecnología y puedan crear soluciones que resuelvan problemas reales. That's it.
Awesome, thanks. And yeah, but for our English speaking audience who might be interested in a translation or something someday, one thing you talk about in the book is that domain driven software engineers are difficult to replace. Can you give us your opinion about that?
Yes, it's basically because normally nowadays you see that there are a lot of engineers who are writing code using AI. They are designing solutions writing AI. So in the future, what I think is writing code is going to be a commodity, right? So everyone will be able to write code. So if developers or programmers, they only think that their real value is writing code, I think they will have a lot of issues because the AI can write a lot of code at the moment. So the term of domain-driven engineering is basically you should think about the business, solving real cases, real problems, and always having in mind this concept of what makes you profitable, what makes you valuable. So for that, you need to know a lot about the business, you need to think about the business, the metrics, about technical depth, also about how to build amazing teams, because what will make us different from the AI and the machines is the way how we can work with a team, right?
Yeah,
So
perfect. Yeah, and I couldn't agree more. And it's one of the things that was so amazing to see your book show up on Leanpub. Just to finish, because we try and keep these videos short, if you could maybe give one example in Spanish of something that one use case or sort of one of the main things that people will learn from reading your book.
ya, ok. So, lo que van a aprender con el libro es básicamente a pensar como ingenieros que resuelven soluciones y también resolviendo los problemas del negocio, entendiendo las métricas, entendiendo cómo es que el negocio hace dinero, qué es lo que lo hace rentable, y también aplicar prácticas de software que les permitan mover la aguja, hacer que las empresas logren sus objetivos, reduciendo gastos, reduciendo errores y resolviendo problemas reales. Eso es lo que van a aprender con el libro.
Thank you very much, Erickson, for taking the time to do this video with me today. It's our first video in 2 languages, and I hope to do many more in the future. So thanks for helping model how we're going to do this in the future with other authors as well.
Nice, thank you very much for having me.